Before we get off your film review from week one, we'll go some non-quarterbacks here. These are rapid fire, quick hitters.
Yeah, you know me and rapid fire.
Our producer Matt Casey goes,
make sure it's rapid.
Make sure it's rapid.
Yeah.
Fire. So I'll after 5 seconds we got to move on.
Okay.
Quinnen Williams from the Jets.
Quinnen Williams. Not a lot to say there, okay? It was good. I'm going to say it's indifferent. There was nothing special to talk about. It was only one drive, maybe two off the top of my head. Okay. Certainly nothing good or bad. I got to see more. Yeah. But I'm not like, oh, gosh, that was bad. I'm indifferent at this point.
So I know you haven't seen a whole lot of, you haven't really broke down the tape on these guys.
What, but I did. No, I said the thing I said. I think I wrote the best thing he did. He was very good at double teams. That was the one thing I'll say.
Okay.
He's not a huge defensive tackle. He's 295, 298, 305, somewhere in there. I thought he handled double teams very well. Very rapid. The first one.
Matt Casey's not happy right now. Ed Oliver.
Good. Bad. Man, looks small. Looks like Aaron Donald. But it's my biggest question was double teams with him. He was phenomenal versus double teams, and his athleticism pops. I was more encouraged with what I saw. And, again, this means nothing. This is early.
Yeah.
But, he was more encouraging after one game than Quinnen Williams. But they're being asked to do different things. But starting defensive tackle right off the bat at Oliver.
People thought the Raiders reached on Clelin Ferrell.
And as of right now, I would say that's still real. And again, I'm not that it was bad, but Clelin Ferrell, when I talk about the look of a guy or what it looks like, it was underwhelming. There's not explosion coming off the edge. I don't think he's worth the number 4 pick. We'll see. I hope he proves me wrong. I know the kid's good. I know he works hard, all of those things. But always concerning me, too, on third downs when you drafted a number 4 pick to be a pass rusher and they're already moving him to defensive tackle and bringing other guys in to rush the edge. For the number 4 pick, Khalil Mack was the number 4 pick. So I still have questions there, big time with Clelin Ferrell. I know he's going to be solid. Is greatness there? Number 4 is greatness, and I know they're solid there and good, but I don't know if there's greatness. I am rapid as hell.
Not been a great week for the Raiders, right? I mean, that's
now, you want to talk about the other 2 rookies? They look good. Jonathan Abrams, a safety, he's like a pit bull in the back end. Okay. Watch out. He's looking to rip your head off or latch on and never let go. Okay, and then the Trayvon Mullen in the corner. Damn, starting, looks good, looks like a starter. I think he's going to be a stud. So there's some love with the Raiders. Clelin Ferrell, I know he's going to be good and play, but I don't see superstar yet until he proves me wrong.
Josh Allen, not the quarterback. We're going to Jackson.
Josh Allen, the physicality in the run game is what jumped out to me. The way he looked in his uniform jumped out to me. I mean, he looked Adonis-like out there, Greek god. He was great in the run game. My big question about Josh Allen still remains, though. Can he win with power in the pass rush? It was underwhelming with the pass rush. Again, I know legs are tired. It's the first preseason game. They're thinking a lot. But those are things I need to see as I go forward. He's physical in all aspects of his game except for the pass rush. And if he doesn't get speed to power or get a power move, he's not speedy enough to where he's just going to win like that all game, every game against NFL left tackles.
Brian Burns, Carolina.
Ooh, I mean, freaky athlete. Like, his movements, his things he can do in space are really special. I think that's the first thing I looked at. Didn't show a variety of pass rush moves. The big question he has to answer is a little bit like we just talked about. He's a 245-pound defensive end. Can he win with power? Can he bull rush offensive tackles? If he can just do that with a little bit of consistency, it's going to make him really hard to block with everything else because everything else is there. The ability to threaten you upfield and then go under, the ability just to beat you with pure speed around the edge. I mean, that's all there. But if he doesn't have a power move, which he did a lot in this game, I think that's all they told him to do. Let's do power. Right. But I was really encouraged with what he looks like. There's not a lot of animals in the NFL that look like Brian Burns running around. He's very much like the guy in Chicago, Leonard Floyd, who was a top 6 pick. He very much has that same skill set.
Stock rising.
Yeah.
The stock was up on both the Devins in the NFL Combine. We heard it from Devin White and Devin Bush on the defensive side here. We'll start with Devin White.
Yeah, Devin White looks good. He's fast as hell. It wasn't a lot to go from. And he only played, I think, 10 plays, maybe even not even that. So, I'll give you a better assessment after next week. Either way, he looks the part, and that's encouraging. Now you go to the Devin Bush. He did more. He was in there more. One, I got to see him in person last Wednesday in practice. I mean, what an unbelievable set of ass and legs, first off, okay?
Yeah.
And
you and Peter talked about him?
Yes, definitely. I mean, he's playing a major role for that defense. They're trying to get him ready right away. His ability to read and react and shoot a hole is very special. His ability to turn on the afterburners and blitz and hit a quarterback, very special. His big question is going to be getting off blocks or avoiding blocks when the run game's coming right at him. He's going to have to figure out what he wants to do there. Is he going to be a guy that lays the hammer down when they're coming to block him? Or is he going to be a guy that makes somebody miss like Ryan Shazier and then wiggle his way around to make the tackle? He's going to have to figure that aspect out as he goes along.
But as a guy who understands the defense and can call plays at this point,
yes. No, it's impressive. Yeah, impressive. Both guys are really impressive. Devin Bush has played a whole lot more, and he gets to see a lot more of him than Devin White.
So Devin Bush, stock rising on Devin Bush?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Stock unchanged on Devin White, I feel like.
Yeah, exactly right. I was high on him already. We just got to see more snaps to give you a clearer picture.
Former University of Michigan and former New Jersey high school star and Rashawn Gary with the Packers.
You know, a little bit like we saw with Josh Allen on the edge. He is a load to handle in the run game. He's going to dominate tight ends and things like that. He has a physical presence about him. His athleticism jumps off the screen as far as his first step or change of direction. I have one big question with Rashawn Gary. It's play stamina. That's the only thing I worry about. Can he play 60, 70 snaps a game and give me 100%, on 98% of those snaps? I think that's the biggest question going forward. As you watch him and evaluate him, he can give you 2 or 3 snaps where you go, ooh, man, pedal to the metal. But on that 4th snap, you could beat him in a race. And that's what worries me about him. I think that's why they let him play so much in this game. They're probably worried about him getting in shape so he can do 60, 70 snaps a game. Yeah. But him, okay, and that safety on the back end, Darnell Savage, I think are very, very impressive looking.
Okay, Darnell Savage, impressive. Yeah. N'Keal Harry with the Patriots?
Yeah, N'Keal Harry, the first thing that jumps out is size. I mean, he looks like a tight end out there.
Big target.
Yeah, so back shoulders, jump balls, red zone target. I think, that's what we saw in the game the other night. He's going to be right in his comfort zone. The thing I have an issue with right now is 0 separation. I mean, 0. He was covered like glue on both of those catches, and nobody was scared of him going upfield. Now, I know he's got a little hamstring issue, I believe, that there's some tightness there. Maybe that's it, so I want to see that going forward. But, I knew he's going to be able to catch the contested balls and those things.
Right.
Can he beat people over the top? Can he shake free from top-tier corners when he is on the outside? I think that'll be the big question that I need answered as we go along.
Stock unchanged.
Stock unchanged. And I'm not really worried about him as much because nobody's better at getting receivers open than the New England Patriots. And I think ultimately he's going to be some sort of like a Michael Thomas type for them, a big slot receiver who works the middle of the field a lot.
49ers have had a lot of injuries so far.
Ooh, yes,
already.
They have.
They've gotten beat up. But what'd you see from Deebo Samuel?
They're dangerous, okay? As far as guys like Deebo Samuel, physical, fearless over the middle, should have had a touchdown catch. He runs a little double move along the left sideline for a 40-something yard gain. He's got the guy beat. If the quarterback just throws it out there, he's going to walk into the end zone. Instead, it's underthrown. He jumps up. He catches it, kind of mosses the guy to catch the football. But I'm encouraged with what I saw from Deebo Samuel, and I'm going to further this conversation with Jalen Hurd. I'm telling you, I haven't talked to my buddy Kyle Shanahan, so I can feel this is going to be a dangerous combination for a lot of reasons. Shanahan likes to run the ball, the play-action pass. These guys are great at run blocking. They're fearless over the middle. And I'm going to add another caveat where I think these guys are going to be dangerous. Deebo Samuel, he got a reverse the other night. These guys, Jalen Hurd played running back at the University of Tennessee. They're going to be able to put these guys on the field at the same time, and you're not going to know where they're going to line up. I would not be shocked if you saw Jalen Hurd and Deebo Samuel at tailback, or Garoppolo in the shotgun, and it's Jalen Hurd and Deebo Samuel on either side of them, and then Dante Pittis is slot out, at one receiver, Kittle's at tight end, and Marquise Goodwin's at the other receiver. I think that's where it's going to get interesting. You can't peg these guys. They're very versatile as far as they're almost like weapons, not really receivers. They can do everything. So I think that's what I'm excited about there.
I'm going to go Hurd and Samuel stock up. I'm going to give them a stock up from what I just heard from you. Mecole Hardman from the Chiefs.
What? Rocket up his ass? I mean, that's what he is. Yes, it's a technical term.
Yeah. Is he okay? Is he okay?
Yeah, he is. He seems to be quite fine with it. It's going to get him a lot of money one of these days. Okay?
Yeah.
But McCole Hardman, it's a very similar story to Tyreek Hill. It's a guy who's raw at receiver. He's just a weapon again, who they're going to try to polish his receiving skills, but you're going to see speed sweeps and reverses and wide receiver screens, and just as soon as you think you're doing that, boom, he's going to go right over the top of you for 60-yard gains that way. So true danger, perfect for what they want to do there in Kansas City. I mean, Kansas City's going to be scary when him, Sammy Watkins, and Tyreek Hill are in the game all at the same time with Travis Kelce. Who are you going to double? Who are you going to leave man-to-man? If you are man-to-man with any one of those three, they can run right by you. Yeah. And that should be exciting for Kansas City Chiefs fans.
I'm going to give him a stock up as well.
Yeah, you should.
Feel good about
definitely.
it. And another playmaker, did you see playmaking ability with the Bears' David Montgomery?
I did. David Montgomery, and I'll say this. I wasn't real high on him coming out in the draft. He can make people miss. He's got incredible vision. He's elusive that way. Now, my big question is, and I don't think I've been answered here yet with this, some of those runs are against second and third stringers, and I'm not trying to take anything away from it, but my point is his speed is still a little bit of an issue to me. He catches a screen on the right side where, it makes good yardage, but every running back in football would have got those yards. I mean, the good ones, it would have been a house call. It was him one-on-one with one guy, and it would have, so, again, just don't look at the stats and go, the stats are pretty good. No, it's what's there to be had. How much did you take advantage of it? So his running between the tackles is impressive because he is elusive. He can make people miss. He can run through arm tackles. My problem is acceleration. He can make a person miss, and by the time he gets going again, the first person's going to catch him and tackle him. And I think that's what I worry about. I need to see a little bit more, but nonetheless, a good start by Montgomery.
I'm going to give him stock unchanged.
Unchanged, right. So more to be seen. Need to see more.
Is there anyone else you want to talk about?
No, I don't think so. I think that's all. I watch Christian Wilkins.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.